Hi guys, this is my very brief tutorial on referencing. Going to cover a lot of things regarding referencing just so that you can help get your head around it. This is separate from the lectures, so don't worry, you don't have to watch this if you don't want to, but it's highly recommended. So we have here the template. You can also notice I have the microphone there in case I cut off. I can just reactivate it. Yeah, so we have here the template. Here, I've removed all of the citations in it so that we can add some references. So imagine that you've been reading an article and you want to reference it, say with a direct quote. I've got all the different types of references here, so a book, a periodical. I'm going to explain what each one means respectively. A document in a website, a journal article, a website, a book section, a patent, an interview, a film, a performance, a sound recording, an art piece, a conference, and a report. I'm going to show you how to reference each one of them. So this tutorial, I'm basically going to show you how to use the referencing system built into Word. Once you get the hang of it, you're going to use this for the rest of your academic life. So I cut out. This top ribbon is your best friend. When we want to insert a reference, we click where we want to insert our reference. We say insert citation. We haven't got any citations at the moment, so we're going to say add new source. It gives us the option to enter one of the following source types. Funnily enough, it's all the ones that I just mentioned, but for the time being, let's say book. Before we start, actually, we have an option to change the style. Your style should be Harvard Anglia. This is similar to Harvard DMU Harvard referencing style. It's near identical. I'm happy for you to use Harvard Anglia, which is the English version of Harvard. Anything else, you'll lose marks, but Harvard Anglia is all good. You can enter all your references manually, or you can do this, which is what I recommend, just because it will make it easier for you. So anyway, along the top to references, insert citation, add new source, and we're going to enter our source information here. So I've got a list of sources that I've saved. So let's say book. Oh look, I've been searching for a book on the library website and I found this one here, which is New Media by Terry Flew. I can click on the book here and it gives me all the information here that I need to fill out the section here. So Terry Flew, title is New Media. The year, it was in 2014, it says there. The city, it says that it was in Victoria, South Melbourne. Publisher, Oxford University Press. Copy that. The edition, what edition does it say it is? I think this is the 4th edition. Yes, 4th edition. We just put 4th there. And then hit OK. And it's automatically inserted that reference in there. Remember, if we're directly quoting, we need to add a page number to that. Now, imagine that we've taken that quote from the page number. So we'd click this little button here. So also, if you want to delete a reference, you just put your cursor in just before the brackets. You hit backspace, it selects all of it, and backspace again, and it deletes the citation. But we don't want to do that. So we click this little button. We can say edit citation or edit source. If we edit the source, this will take us back to the information that we just entered. And we've actually made a mistake already. Edit source, we've put Terry-Flew. We always put the surname first, then we put a comma, and then we put the first name. Okay. Yes, I would like to update the changes, and now it's updated to Flu 2014, which is what we want. But we want to add a page number, so we've edited the source, but we can edit the citation. So we can add a page number, like page 30, and hit OK, and it automatically adds page 30 there. Edit citation, we can just remove that, and it will remove the page number. Edit citation, so we can suppress the author, so it will just give us a date. So if we wanted to include the author's name as part of the text, we'd then type out the author's name, so it would be Flu 2014, and then the statement that we'd like to say, including their name. Edit citation. We can also suppress the year or the title if one's present, but mostly author would be the one that we want to suppress, or we can suppress all of them. But for the time being, let's just say that we got this from page 10. We didn't actually, but just as an example. Right, so that's how you do a book. What next? Let's cite something here. Sources, a periodical. What's a periodical, you ask? A periodical basically means a article or a work that's been released as part of a magazine or newspaper, something that is published periodically. Obviously, you can get them on the web now. So because this is published by Forbes and would normally be in their magazine, this is a periodical, but we'd still reference it in the same way we would a magazine. So we do the same thing. Oh, look, Terry Flu is there. Now that we have it, it's in our list of sources. This here is our master list. This is where we can copy stuff to the master list from this document, or we can copy stuff from the master list to this document. So this is the one. This is all the sources and citations that you've used in Word, and this is all the ones that you're using in your current document. And you can obviously edit, create new ones, or copy them from either side. You can also sort them by year, title, tag, or author. But for the time being, we want to insert a new citation. So that's all the ones that we have as part of this text, but we want to add a new one. Article in a periodical. The author is this guy. I'm just going to put his name in. Since we haven't put a comma, it will assume that that's his name as written. If we put a comma in there, it will assume that it's formatted as surname, first name. Title, so we'd put the title of the piece, which is that. Title of the periodical is Forbes. The year, when was this written? It says up here it was written in 2020. What month? It was March. What day? It says it's the 30th of March. Oh, no. I've got that into the right section. Day 31st. Pages. If we were in a magazine, obviously this would not be the first page, but since there is only one page here, it's just one of one. But you'd put the pages in which that appeared. Okay, let's say we want to do a document from a website. So I'm trying to reference this, which is a document that can be downloaded from the website. It's the DSM-5, which is a fact sheet for diagnosing mental disorders. And so we can't actually directly cite the document, but we can cite the website. So it's a document from a website. The author, this is not created by a person. So we'd say corporate author, i.e. multiple people, multiple people or an organization put it together, and we'd say the American Psychiatric Association. Name of the web page. It's this that appears here. It's the name of the web page. So it's a DSM fact sheet. The year. This is the year in which the web page is from. Usually you can find these at the bottom 2020. Now we don't have a date, so we can just put in the 1st of January. You can put Jan or January 1st. The year accessed, so that's this year, which is 2021. The month accessed, which is this month, which is January. The day accessed, I'm recording this on the 20th. And the URL, which is the web link. There it is. So that's that referenced correctly there. And that would be referencing one of these documents here. Right, what next? Oh, a journal article. So we've been searching in DMU for this particular article here. We could go and have a look at the full PDF or the online text. We can do that through there. Log in with your credentials. There we go, and all the information we need is here. But we're going to do things slightly differently, and we're going to click Cite this item. We want it in Harvard style, and it already gives us all the information that we need to enter. So same as before, insert citation, new source, journal article, the authors. There are multiple authors here. I've just copied it. So surname, L.F. Then we've got a new author, so it's semicolon, surname of the next author, comma, S.B. Next author, semicolon, and then the surname of the next author, and then their first name. What year? What's the title? Too much Facebook and exploration fatigue. Paste that. Computers in Human Behavior. I do like Computers in Human Behavior. It's one of my favorite journals. Got a lot of stuff from there. 2015 pages. Says there that it's a page 148 to 155. That's that section there, and it's in volume 44, and it doesn't have an issue, so we're just going to leave that blank. Insert. So you'll notice that it's changed those authors from having all their names there individually to the citation then just says et al. Et al means and all in Latin, and basically when we have 3 or more authors, it's reduced to the first author's name or the primary author, publisher, and et al. Right, next one. Journal article website. So this is kind of like a blog post, but it's just an article that's been published online. I know that it's from a reliable source because it's from Psychology Today. We'd have the guy and their qualifications. A website. It's similar to what sorry, I don't know when I cut out, but similar to a document from a website, we'd put the author, the name of the web page, the year we accessed it, the month we accessed it, the day we accessed it, and then the URL. If we then tried to do what do I have next? A book section, kind of a little bit different. So sometimes you get book sections which are not strictly they're not strictly books in themselves, but sometimes you'll have multiple authors where a different author will be responsible for a different section of a different book, so it's credited slightly differently. This is a good example. So here we have a part 1. Sorry, let me just find the book section. Here we go. So this is section 2, and it's got a different author to the rest of it. we'd do the same. We'd put the author of the book section. We'd put the title, the title of the section, which would be Communication for Impact, the voice of the victim. And then that's the name of the book. Oh, no, it isn't. The role of media design and humanitarian and human rights organizations. We'd then put the title of the book. Similarly, the year it was published, the pages which it appears, similar to a journal article, the city it was published, the publisher, and then the editor. So that's whoever is credited as an editor on the first page of the medium. There you go, we've got an editor there. So you just put both their names in. What do we have next? A patent, a little bit different. Add new source. Ah, yes, we can reference a patent. So we put the inventor. Here we have a patent from Google Scholar. We'd put the name of the inventor, the title of the invention, so social media, patent portfolio management, the year, the country or region, this I think is the US, and then the patent number, which would be the United States patent number there, or the whatever it is respective to the patent. So that would be the name of the inventor there. Right, new source. What have we got next? An interview. So imagine that this is an interview, not necessarily from YouTube, but we could do an interview. The interviewee, so whoever is being interviewed, that would be Samuel L. Jackson. The title, so that would be the title here. That'd be this title, Samuel L. Jackson answers the web's most searched answers. The year, we'd put the year, month and day that it was published, and that would be all we need to include. What do we have next? A film. So say we want to reference the Grand Budapest Hotel, or a section from it. Film, the title, Grand Budapest Hotel, the production company, who is it produced by? So we'd have a look. Production company, production companies. So you'd either put the first one, or you could list them off if you wanted. The director, Wes Anderson. Country or region, I think it's a United States film. United States, Germany. And then the year, where's the year? 2014. And that's how you'd reference a film. Insert citation. What have we got next? What is next? Performance. Similar to all the previous ones, we just fill out title, the writer, William Shakespeare in this case. Say we're doing Romeo and Juliet. Title, Romeo and Juliet. Writer, William Shakespeare. Production company, Stamford Shakespeare Company. City, Stamford. Year, that'd be the year of the performance, not the year it was written. So that would be the 2020 season, if that had obviously taken place. A sound recording, got a few left. So the composer, say you could do the same for a podcast or any other kind of sound. So the composer, that'd be whoever created the podcast, or whoever the writer of the song is. So that would be Bastille. The title, the anchor, production company. I'm not sure who produced this. Let's see what Bastille fandom has here. It doesn't say, but you'd need to look up who produced it and then the year that it was released. What do we have next? Trying to whiz through them. Art, we'd want to reference Wheatfield with Cypresses. Again, Vincent van Gogh. The title, Wheatfield with Cypresses. The institution, that can be either the institution in which it's held or the institution in which it was created. So you could either say St. Paul de Morsol Insane Asylum, or you could say that you're talking about the Metropolitan Museum of Art version or the National Gallery in London version, and then the year it was produced, so 1889 there. A conference, so not necessarily a TED Talk, but if you attended a conference proceeding, you'd put the author or whoever wrote down the minutes. Here you'd put Ryan Martin, or you could put down TED or the institution that's hosting. The title, so why we get mad and why it's healthy. The year, 2019. The city, where is this? He says recorded at Fort du Lac. So you put down Fort du Lac, and the publisher, that'd be TED or whoever published it. Finally, a report. It's a little bit different, but more or less the same. You get the idea. Author, this would be the Royal Society of Public Health. If we were to read the report here. The title, hashtag new filters. The year, this is 2019, I believe. Yes, this is 2019. The publisher, that would be the Royal Society for Public Health, or it would be UK.gov, and the city, we're assuming it's London because it's the UK government. There you go, London. So this is future Roy speaking, having had a look at it. I realized that I didn't actually tell you how to include references at the end. We talked about citations, but not about references. So here it says references, but then if I update this, it will remove it because I've removed it from the bottom. So if we go right down to the bottom here, if you go along to references and then to citations, so here are all your citations. You don't have to add them all in again. What you can do is you can, as long as you make sure that your style is Harvard, you go to bibliography and you want to just click references there, and it should automatically give you your list of references. You can do this as you start, because if you delete all your references, you can just say update citations and bibliography, and it should update that for you. So even if you add one more or you take some away that you don't include in your text, you can just hit this button here and it will automatically update it. You also probably want to label this 0.9, and then the same applies for the contents page. So you can update it, update entire table entry, and it will include your references at the bottom there. So each one of these is a subsection here. So it's similar to a reference, but you just tag it as a level 1 is a number 1. If it's one of these where it's a point 1, then that's a level 2. And if you go down again one more level, another subsection of that, it's a level 3. And it will range it accordingly on here. I don't know what's going on with the conclusion there. But nope, not that. Entire table. Don't know what's going on there. Something funky, but you guys shouldn't have that problem if you make this from scratch. So you do the same sort of thing where wherever you want to put your contents page in, you just hit table of contents, contents table, and you have lots of different styles, but I recommend the first one. Same applies for the bibliography. You want references, not cited works, not bibliography. These works cited and bibliography are slightly different to references. As we talked about, references are the in full sources that you have that you've cited in the text. Bibliography is the books or the text that you've read, and cited works are just for casual and or not official work. So we want references specifically. So hope that helps, and I hope this video is beneficial for you guys in future. Have a good day. Bye-bye.